Hi students, good morning to everyone. I would like to be discuss about software metrics. What is a matrix? A matrix is to estimate the software size and its quality. Unless of this matrix, the developer cannot get the size of the software project or its quality. These metrics can be classified into two types: quality metrics and quantity metrics. This software metrics, quality metrics, which is get the software quality, the maintainability, complexity of the software, the functionality of the software, that is behavior of the systems, that ought to be come under this quality metrics. What is the quantity metrics? Quantitative metrics, which can be classified into two subcategories: size metrics and function points, which means it is measure the size of the software, such as numbers of lines, LOC or KLOC, or functionality of the systems, numbers of the functions that are to be implemented in the software, that are to be taken in the account in the quantitative metrics. First we see the definitions of metrics. A matrix is used to measure the software quality and quantity. Unless of the metrics, the developer cannot get the size of the software projects and its quality. Right? These software metrics can be classified into two categories: quality metrics and quantity metrics. It is an important question. What is metrics? It will be asked in the 2 marks questions, and what is the quality or quantity metrics? It will be asked in the 5 marks questions. So first we discuss about the quantitative metrics. These quantitative metrics can be classified into two subcategories: size metrics and function points. First we see what is a size matrix. Generally, the size matrix is help to get the software size. It is not a matrix. Matrix is different, matrix is different. Software metrics, matrix means it is a mathematical oriented concept. MATRIX, which means a mathematical oriented concept. So here you know that a matrix is different, matrix is different. Generally, a matrix, a size matrix can be used to get the software size. How can we get the software size? We have to be measure the software size in terms of LOC, lines of source code, or KLOC, thousands lines of source code. Sometimes maybe measure the software size in terms of pages or numbers of the functions that are to be implemented in the software, or numbers of lines that exist in the software. Okay, so these are the way to use the software, measure the software size. But it is very simple and easy to measure the software size. However, we are counting the lines or counting the functions available in the software. Numbers of the lines, for example, if a software has a source code, we are measuring the source code, right? The source code which has an 1000 lines. Okay, so the software size can be get, that is 1000 lines, we can be estimate the software size, and it will be help to useful for to fix the cost of the software, right? but it have one major drawback, say it cannot measure the accurate size of the software project. A software size cannot be measured accurately. However, sometimes a line has only one word. I am right? Sometimes a line has more than uh, 20 or 30 words. Right? Therefore, a software size cannot be represented accurately by using this size matrix. So this is one of the drawbacks of the size matrix. But it is a very simple to measure a size of the software, or or we can be used for this the size of SRS documents, right? Because of we used to measure a software in terms of lines of codes. It is a 2 marks question. Say what is expand KLOC? It means in the previous sessions I discussed about that it is thousands lines of source code. It is called as an KLOC. Sometimes it is used as a LOC. LOC means lines of source code, right? Sometimes the software size or the SRS document size can be measured in the numbers of pages, right, or numbers of functionality in the softwares. Therefore, the software size is used to the size matrix is used to estimate the software size. Shall we go to the next point? Earlier I said that the quantitative metrics can be classified into two categories. One is size metrics, next one is function points. Now we discuss the function points. What is the function points? Which is it counts the numbers of the functions that implemented in the software, the functionality of the system, right? The numbers of the elements in the system that are to be taken in account in this phase. It is the major advantages of this function points. It used to measure the software size accurately. We see the definitions. It is widely used to measure the software size, could be functionality of the system. So this techniques is used for to measure the software size oftenly. It count the functionality of the system, the numbers of the functions, the numbers of the methods, right, the numbers of the elements that exist in the systems that are to be counted, the behavior of the system, right? For a functions it perform a task, so how many tasks it performed, so that are to be counted in this phase. The size could be measured in a software system. Functionality is calculated in terms of the numbers of functions implemented and the numbers of input and output, etc. So there are three ways are used. One is it counted the numbers of the functions that implemented in the software, or it may be used as a numbers of input and output. So a functions get the input, it means it perform a task, right? When it executing a program, then only it get the output. So it also be taken in the account, or it may be display the output, it also be taken in the account. So numbers of the functions that are implemented in the software that are to be taken in the account in this phase. Here the function point is used to count the 5 different parameters, including external input, external output, logical internal file, external interface file, and external inquiry. So these 5 parameters capture the entire functionality of the system. Here there are five parameters are used. One is a external input, external output, and it will be used a parameters is internal files and external interface files and external inquiry. These five parameters is capture the entire functionality of the system. The table is shown below. So in the table you can be understand the function types. There are the five different types of the functions are there. So the functions may be external input. These functions is used to get the input, right? So these types of the functions and these tables is classified the levels: simple, average and complex. Three different levels of the same type of functions. External input in the simple, for example, it may be 3, complexity is say 3, and the second one the average complexity which is 4 and complex say is a 6. So it can be classified into 3 different complexities for the same elements, right? Here 5 different functions are there: external output and external input, logical internal file, external interface file, external inquiry. We will be discuss it one by one. So we know that a functions which perform a single task. For example, a close button which functions which perform a single task which will be closed. In the, for example, in the MS Word, we are using a minimize button, close button and a maximize button which are perform the only one task. When we click the close button, the entire window will be closed. Similarly, and when we maximize, the window will be open. So this help to perform a single task. Similarly, these types of the functions can be classified into 5 types. So the function is not be and the one type. Some functions may be get the input only and it not be provided, it not be display the output, right? Some functions which is used to display the output, but it will not be get the input from the user. And similarly some of the logical internal files, so it some functions which used for the files, logical internal files, it perform the task for in the in process the processing in the files, and it performing the processing on the external interface files. So these two files can be interact with each others, copying files, right? So the task or can be performed. So the last one is external inquiry. So we are getting the inquiry, what is the status, so that ought to be performed by the functions. A functions, so these functions can be classified into 5 types, and in the table shows the every element, that is every function's complexity can be classified into 3 types: simple, average and complex. In the simple, the complexity level is low. In the average, the complexity level is more than the simple, right? In the complex, the complexity level is very high. Okay. In the function points, each element in the table have 3 different complexity like simple, average and complex. Earlier we discussed that there are the 3 different complexities are given for better understanding the functions complexity. The above all parameters measure the entire functionality of the system with a different complexity level based on the project type. So the some project may be simple, some project may be average, some project may be complex. Based on the project type, the complexity level is varying. It is changing, right? But these above all 5 different parameters capture the entire functionality of the project. Shall we go to the next point? 2 or more elements may be the same type, but they may have different complexity, right? So the elements may be the same type. So here some these elements may be performing the same task or performing the same or it may be the same type of the functions, but the complexity level may be varying, may be different. So it should not be contribute the same amount of the functionality of the system. So it not be contribute the same amount of the complexity of the system. Therefore, each parameter's complexity level is classified into three types is shown in the table. So here the based on the project, some project may be simple, some project may be average, some project may be complex. Based on the project, the complexity level, how the complexity level is changing, that ought to be illustrated in the table. And these 5 parameters which how this how this functions types, how these parameters are captured in the entire functionality of the system. So here, hence, a matrix is used to measure the software size, which name is quantitative matrix. These quantitative metrics can be classified into two types: size matrix and function points. Size matrix is used to measure the software size in terms of KLOC, or numbers of lines, or numbers of pages, etc. It is very simple to measure the software size, but there is a major drawback in the software size matrix. It cannot measure the software size accurately, right? But in the function points, which used to measure the software size in terms of numbers of functions that are implemented in the software. So these functions can be classified into 5 different types, that are external input, external output, and logical internal file, and a external interface file, external inquiry. But these 5 functions are not same contribution. The complexity contributions is not same in all the project. Based on the project, the complexity level is changing. For example, for the simple project, the complexity level is low. If the project is complex or it is complicated project, so the complexity level is increased. So the complexity level is high. So if the same elements, 2 or more elements may be the same, but they may have different complexity. It should not contribute the same amount to the functionality of the system. These 2 elements may be same, but the complexity level is different. Therefore, it not contribute the same amount of the complexity to the system. Therefore, in the table, each parameters or each function type is classified into 3 different types, right? These 5 parameters capture the entire functionality of the system. Understand? Okay. I would like to conclude these sessions with the hope these sessions may have useful to you. We will be meet in the next class with a new topic. Thank you very much.